morning, everyone. It's a Saturday morning for me, and I hope whatever time of day it is for you, it's lovely. Holy cats, I woke up super late, later than normal for us on a Saturday. 10:45. Yeah, that's right. I had over 8 hours of sleep. 8 hours and 29 minutes, to be exact, according to the watch. But apparently my body needed it. After all the big work week that I had this week. 2 days, sorry for the dinger. Heading into Bloomer, Wisconsin to get prescriptions, go to the bank, and do it all in 20 minutes. Can it be done? I don't know, but we're going to try. Topic of the day is I did my ketones and it was 0.8. So again, I'm a fat burner. Not a surprise there because when I fast like this, I burn fat. I'm not eating anything. This week has been a little bit of trying for me with my digestion because now nothing's coming in, but a whole lot's coming out, and I don't understand it. Listen, guys, I have been doing this since 2010. That was the first official time that I started the Jesus fast, the 40-day fast. And I thought, well, what better way to do it than do it during the holidays, because food overtook my entire life as a caterer, as a realtor, doing brokers opens for real estate, going to real estate parties, going to Teamsters parties, going to family parties, just going to parties, just eating. Took my entire life. That I would say, like many of you out there, well, I'll start again next year. No, I didn't want that. I don't want that mentality of let's start again next year, because I thought if I completely avoid it, I don't have the urges and I don't have the cravings. And right now, I don't have the urges nor the cravings. I just don't. I don't want them. I don't need them. I don't feel compelled that if Jack and I go to a party tonight, we're not. I don't feel compelled to say to the host and the hostess that I'm fasting or I'm not eating, because people don't understand. Many of you out there don't understand what it's like. I gave food up for a specific religious reason. My mother used to do it every Friday. If you didn't hear the story, I'll tell you again. My mother started her Friday fasting, and it was only Friday because she made a deal with God. And she said to God, when my sister was 10 years old, God, if you let my daughter live, please let my daughter live. Sorry about that. There's deer ahead and I have to be careful. Please let my daughter live and I will honor you. And it was her way to honor God by fasting on Fridays, fasting in Friday Novena in Latin. I can still recite in Latin the prayers. They call them rote prayers. I can still recite them. Every Friday of my life, we as a family went to Latin Novena. Every day of my life until I left home, we all as a family said the rosary. That was the Catholic in all of us. So the fasting thing has always been a part of my life because my sister, now deceased, she died from complications of diabetes, but she had diabetes when she was 10 years old. And it sucked for my mom, no doubt. I'm getting choked up thinking about it. When my mom had cancer and I was her caregiver, And I saw and heard her say, it felt like she was burning from the inside out. I said, I don't want this. But yet, all of us girls in the family, I think my brother quit smoking at that point. All of us girls in the family, there we are at her funeral, just smoking away like fools. What idiots were we? Seriously. It's the cigarettes, it's the chew, it's the little pinch between your gum and cheek, it's the sugar, it's the pasta, it's the high carbohydrates, all encompassing the preservatives in food now. People are finding out that some of the preservatives are causing these diseases. So I choose to not buy things that have a huge list of items for ingredients. Some people were calling me a hypocrite because I chose to make my husband Spritz cookies this year for Christmas. Oh, the Spritz cookies had flour, sugar, vanilla, and butter. That's it. Didn't have any ingredients. They only stayed on the shelf so long. If they weren't going to be on the shelf, they went in the freezer, and my husband didn't get filled up with all the preservatives crap. It's not an excuse for me at all to continue to make this stuff, but I would rather make him his homemade things and not include all the preservatives. If I get a bag of flour, it will say organic, non-GMO milled flour. It's not going to be bleached. If it's going to be butter, the ingredient in butter is only going to be sweet cream and salt. That's going to be the only ingredients in butter. Salt is salt. Sugar, non-GMO, pure sugar. I'm not advocating it. I am not going to ingest it. But that's my thought process. So now I gotta hop into the pharmacy and I'll be back with more thoughts. Oh, this pharmacy here in Bloomer, Wisconsin, amazing. Now, the name Griggs is not an uncommon name. It's a very common name. Probably not a lot of Griggses live in northwestern Wisconsin, the town of Bloomer. Nevertheless, I show my ID every time because I don't know what I'm picking up for Jack. Am I picking up a sleeping pill, which is a narcotic? They need a driver's license. So I get to the counter and I politely state my name. I am here to pick up prescriptions for the husband. What is he getting? I said, I don't know. He calls in his prescriptions. He takes prescriptions. I don't. He calls them in. I pick them up. Let me go to my car and get my cell phone. I don't run around with the cell phone like all of America does, by the way, you guys. So I go and I come back and here's this huge bottle of gabapentin, which after his back surgery, the doctor still wants him to continue taking as his nerves are in the healing process. She goes, oh, we have it here. When you had your driver's license, I was looking for a narcotic. They have everything in alphabetical order, all the names in alphabetical order. Griggs, you couldn't find it in there? It was in there. I have no words. I have no words. I'm just gonna hang up now and go to the bank. Okay, well, where was I? I was ranting. I was ranting about the pharmacy. Listen, folks, I'm really a patient person. I was a trainer when I got out of college in physical therapy. I owned my own business. I trained drivers, U.S. DOT trainer, on the road with patients that we had transported. Very patient as an EMT, dealing with a myriad of, you can guess the different scenarios that I had to deal with. But leaving a major metropolitan city like Milwaukee and coming up north to what I coin as Podunk, USA, I just don't get it. I don't understand why a simple act like customer service is so very, very, very hard up here in northwestern Wisconsin. It's better in Eau Claire. It really is. Because, of course, they're more of a major city than Bloomer, Wisconsin. Just getting off the freeway now. And I just have to take a breath. Breathe, Jerry. Breathe. Relax. Hey, do you guys take advantage of the McDonald's apps? The applications for your cell phone. We've been stopping, and I've been using the apps when I go and get my quarter-pound meat cookies, like I call them, my meat cookies. And I had accumulated 20,000, over 27,000 worth of points that I never took advantage of and never used them. So I am taking the lazy wife out for my husband's lunch today, and I got him a double quarter pounder with cheese, nothing else, because he doesn't like vegetables, and well, you know, I don't like vegetables. So I got him that on a plain bun, because yes, he does bun and bread, and he does all those things. And I got him an order of fries for free. It was all free. Now, there's a price that you have to pay for free now. And that price, that I believe is the seed oils. I would be elated if McDonald's would go back to using beef tallow. Now, listen, if any of the Donald Trump Health and Human Resources Administration, Bobby Kennedy Jr. has any input as to changing the standard American diet and not offending President Trump, because you know he eats at McDonald's too. You know he does. Come on. Please go back to the beef tallow, you guys, for frying the French fries. Number one, they tasted super good. I remember them when I was a little girl. They were delicious. And they get better digested in your system. They don't clog up your system. But I digress. So, lazy way out. Got the husband a free meal using my points. So, it is what it is. Bonus for me. The next item that I want to discuss is going next year and doing another 40-day fast. Now, as I said earlier, a couple frames ago, going into town, I started in 2010 what I called the Jesus fast. But this year, the uncertainty with my digestive system, I had to resort this past week into taking Imodium. I don't think it breaks my fast or anything. I mean, I don't know. I'm not a doctor and I don't play one on YouTube. However, I can't keep running to the bathroom and have gainful employment in the bathroom all day, if you know what I mean. So I took the Imodium, but the concern I have this year is my dawn effect. The last 13 years, because this is the 14th year I've been doing this, the last 13 years when I woke up and tested my blood sugar, it was always 75, the highest 88, under 100. And I don't know why, because I'm not a doctor and I'm not a health instructor. I don't know why I'm contending with this dawn effect. Today it was 117. And I've eaten nothing. I took my fasting drops before I left the house. I threw that in here. I drink that during the day. I wake up a couple times at night to use the restroom and of course let Ladybug out, but I am concerned about doing that, and I'm thinking, nothing's etched in stone yet because it's not even 2025, but I'm thinking for next year to start 2025 differently. I'm debating about dropping the 40-day fast. It's not because of hunger, because I'm not hungry. I would like to start January 1st and go to my mom's birthday and do a 10-day fast annually and see next year, of course, if my blood sugars and my ketones are going to be different, because in my mind I have a history of low blood sugars, years of low blood sugars and low ketones from not eating. Is it because of the surgeries? Is it because of the current state of the hip that I have to contend with? I don't know. But I am concerned. I have not been told by a doctor that I have type 2 diabetes, which is good because I don't eat sugar. And I limit my carbs, when I do have carbs, to no more than 20 grams a day. And usually what those 20 grams were, they were cheeses. And I want to be able to go into this new year, 2025, and not have any cheese whatsoever. It may be a struggle because I do like the wraps. I'd have to probably do an egg with some pork rinds and maybe some butter, and make maybe little bun flatbreads for eating my burgers. I'm not quite sure. I've also not completely ruled out eating Parmesan cheese or any of the aged cheeses, the Jarlsberg, the Parmesan, the Romano, the older cheeses, because I do like them in my meatballs. I like the taste that it brings out, the nuttiness, the cheesy nuttiness. It doesn't necessarily give me a cheese pull, but I like them in meatballs. So that's going to be a debate as I go into 2025, into December. But today I'm stating that for the most part, pretty much that's what I believe I'll be doing. Starting my fast January 1st through January 11th, my mom's birthday, and breaking the fast at that point in time and see if it makes a difference. I don't know. I'm almost home. Hopefully I'll be able to continue a segment or two at home. seeing a lot of videos, all genres. It doesn't only have to be keto, it could be even the vegetarian sites, that the people, the creators of the sites, are all crying the blues because of what they missed, the missed opportunity of the past year. That's 361 days of missed opportunity in whatever the creator of their YouTube channel feels that they missed out on. So it could be a creator looking to be able to monetize. They're crying the blues about it, that they haven't met their goals. It could be a vegetarian because they went off the rails and they had a hamburger at McDonald's. It could be a keto person that went and had a big salad at a restaurant. Missed opportunities happen. You have to be smart enough and, quite frankly, adult enough to know right from wrong. But many people won't admit that they did wrong, or they'll admit that they did wrong, but they say, I'm going to get back on the horse and do it all over again until the next occurrence and the next birthday and the next opportunity that they have, that they succumb to their desires. Could be drinking. I look at my way of eating as stopping. I may like chocolate. I may want to go to France and eat the best chocolate in the world, but that will not fix me and my insides, my body. It's not going to do it. It's going to make me feel stomach upset for just that temporary moment. A moment on the lips, as they say, will be a disaster the next day for inflammation. So my thought process goes along with what I intend to do in the beginning of the year. I intend to start a brand new channel. For those of you, few people that are watching my other channel, my Bible verse a day, there's some glitch in there that I can't overcome. So I have to stop that channel. I really enjoyed it, and I hope to be able to incorporate Bible verses in my new channel, but I don't want my new channel to be like going to church kind of thing, if you know what I mean. I want to be able to be free to speak about whatever. Politics, topic of the day. I'd like this channel to be about my eating, my way of eating, news topics as it relates to what's going on currently in the news for food, and what's going on in the administration, shall we say, to help food. As I was talking earlier, McDonald's, there's nothing wrong with beef tallow. If they bring that back, that's a step in the right direction. Jack and I were discussing burgers, and McDonald's burgers, when you actually break a McDonald's burger, it looks like meat, it appears like meat. In November, before I started the fast, I ordered a Quick Trip burgers, a half a pound, 2 burgers, 2 quarter pounders. And when I cut into them with my fork and knife, it was like eating meatloaf. So I knew there was some kind of a mixture there, but it wasn't 100% beef. Jack also told me a little tidbit about what store was that does Kenosha beef?
Your Dairy Queens.
Dairy Queens apparently have a
blend of Australian beef, otherwise nicknamed kangaroo meat.
There we go. And you know, we've heard those stories about McDonald's, same thing, but It's stamped USDA, and we'll save that for another topic on this channel. But I want you guys to be aware that a new channel is starting that I want to incorporate the a topic du jour. Jack's going to get on there. We're both going to get on there and do simulcast together. We're going to discuss at the kitchen table or over coffee or Jack and Jerry on the deck, whatever we'll coin it for that particular topic du jour. But I want this channel to be food related. Some people apparently like when I cook, but if I make a cheesecake, for example, to go to a party, that won't be something that I'll be eating. I'm making it healthy to take it to the family. Speaking of family, I talked to the eldest daughter, and she said to me in a message that she doesn't like talking about politics, that it upsets her, it bothers her. Well, she would not be the type of person that's going to be watching the new channel then, because I'm going to talk about politics and other fun things, but it's not going to be Fox News. It's not going to be a prayer channel. It's going to be something fun, something fresh, something different than carnivore in the middle of the forest. Though we'll still be in the middle of the forest. So that's the latest news. I'm going to close out the video for tonight. It is 5:20 right now, Central Standard Time. And I hope you're enjoying this weekend. Take care. Do me a favor, please. Hit the like button on your way out. Like it, share it if you feel compelled to. Stay tuned, because the new video is going to be rolling out very, very soon, within a matter of days. Take care. Cheers.